Up, I'm live, and it's a Tuesday, which is weird. Look, there was this storm that decided to blow through on Sunday and into Monday, but yeah, no. Because of that storm dumping, I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but it was at least a foot of snow on us. Uh, we had 3 cars to get unstuck, and because 2 of them are front wheel drive and have open diffs, at least one of them was found to cause issues, and it did. Oh, it did. So yeah, spent a lot of time outside yesterday, clearing snow, getting the cars unstuck. Surprisingly though, probably partially because it took so long to get the one car out, my car came almost straight out. Second gear is the play, by the way. But yeah, I was just not feeling it yesterday. Not feeling doing anything worth streaming. Just wanted to relax. So I said I would stream tonight. And so here I am. What am I doing? I'm doing something that I said I would do. It's my summer car. Yeah. Why not winter car? Well, here. I have a command specifically for that. There you go. There's a goal set up for it because I want to play that even less than my summer car. Besides, as the title says, I've got enough winter IRL in that message. So yeah, I could play winter car, but you guys gotta hit the goal. That said, there is a discount in place. If you hit not quite if you make not quite half of the goal up by the end of the week, then you'll have made 60% of it instead, because I'll take $19 off the top. Why? Because the goal as it stands is a funny number. The funny number. Sex number. Yeah, 69. Anyway, I don't know why I keep making it cheaper. Oh, right, because I need money. Hey, Evil. I need money because everything's just getting more expensive and nothing is getting any easier. Fucking wonderful reality we live in. Anyway, there's an update to GTA. I don't give a damn. Launch summer car. I'm sure the capture is not set up for it. I certainly don't have any specific captures set up for it. And everything is lagging. That's wonderful. 404 error. Yes, apparently that's normal. Alright, well, first off, go over there. What was the last game I used this for? F1 Race Stars. Uh-huh. There you go. There's the capture. Oh yeah, I'm running some mods. Not a lot. I don't even know what this... How does this do things? Compatibility with my car. Sure. Oh, fun, Evil. Cool. Quit out of the game and allow the update to apply as a result. You saw a thing and I didn't. I didn't see that. There was a black thing, there was a black square in the middle of the screen in OBS, but it didn't show up on my display. Gonna capture the thing. Yeah, updating mods finished because it's already up to date. Oh, that's the thing, Evil. It, What the fuck? How did you just skip 500 frames? Stop. You can't hear the game. Oh wait, it is being captured, you just literally can't hear it. There it is. But I'm gonna turn it off because it's loud. That's the thing. The reason why I'm even playing my summer car right now is because I said I would do it last year as part of the subathon, or as one of the goals for the subathon, one of the things. I'm not playing this willingly, are you crazy? Anyway. Aha, cat. Yeah, permanent death is on by default. Good. Because that's what this is supposed to be. Tab doesn't move it down. Does down arrow? No. Enter? Yeah, it's my summer car. Nothing can be convenient. Wait. We good? Apparently just moving the mouse around. So yeah, permanent death will be staying on. Because that's what this playthrough is set up to be. And again, you want winter car, same thing but in winter car. I mean, this is just the discount total. But you hit this amount, the goal gets cheaper by 20, so. Why is this still here? We'll get to the mods later, doesn't matter. Isn't this wonderful? The opening cutscene of this game, just so great. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. Yeah, welcome to Finland 1976. That's... You know, I didn't use the shift key because it didn't do anything. It didn't make a difference on the input screen, at least. That works. Anyway. Let's get on with things, shall we? I hope the mod overlay goes away. I don't need that. Well, racing the motorsport, yes. Racing me, no. This has certainly changed since the last time I did anything. You catch all that? Gotta remember how to play this game. Yeah, there's little lights in the light switches. That's one of the mods. This is still here. A not super diamond. So it's not a rolls. Got it. Anyway, which one's the driver's seat? Gotta remember what the buttons do. So, that sounded great. Okay. Control is zoom. Don't hit control that much. I have no clue. Don't resume, because, you know, pressing escape again. I toggle the UI. There we go. Slightly too small. Oh, come on. I was aiming for this one, to be fair. There we go. So if I'm doing this first, because if what I read is correct, this is one of two parts that will get the uncle out on his ass, I guess. So we just do that immediately. Just the driver's seat, so that he gets out sooner and we can get access to the vehicle sooner. There's a note here, blah 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 blah, fix the car, blah 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 blah, there's a bit of food. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about the car basically at all at the moment. It'd be a nice feature, yeah, to have by default. That's why I added it. Jumping over that ditch was totally necessary, by the way. Of course, how lucky did I get? 500, not quite. Please stand back up. That is the thing. There. Thanks for the resubscription, Dingle. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a convenient thing, which is why it'll never be added. Absolutely. I keep pressing Control by default instead of C. That is, I mean, they're all looking pretty shit, but that one in particular... Yikes. Oh, also, I keep defaulting to Control. I don't think it matters in reality, so... Wouldn't do that IRL. I don't know, can you actually, like... tell is this worn or not? Anyway, 3,400 is not a ton of money. Yeah, no, you absolutely can. Versus telling in this game is, not. It's not that easy. Plus, some of the sizes are really weird, so... yeah. I should have grabbed the beer. Oh well. Sure, Dingle. Sure, you did. Alright. See. Are you running? Oh. I don't know. We'll see if that does weird things. Or if it just doesn't work like that. Okay. That is the thing calling me. You can see in real time my... oh, Christ. Up. Oh. I just cannot get that top one cleared no matter what I do. There we go. And clutch I don't give a damn because it's a controller. No, I did not get the wheel out. Yeah, just making sure those are actually reasonable. Now we can go. Except we're going up here first. Boy, it's really nice not having to deal with a bunch of white shit on the ground. Not stupidly bright. Seriously though, if that goal is hit, I will switch to playing that before resuming the save. My winter car, that is. Q? Q. Okay, there's no water bill, but don't waste the water away. Almost forgot. As in when I was running to the... Yeah, the fenders are fine. When I was running to the tractor in the first place, I almost forgot about that. But I forgot about the beer as well. That is not what I wanted to do. So, we'll make a trip to town. There we go. I could take the trailer and just have a bit more space. So what fun is that? Could you imagine if that was a playthrough over right there? Yep, just died running into a pole. Okay. Is that still in here? Yep. There we go. Everybody in the eastern half of the U.S. have fun over the weekend. By the weekend, I mean the last 2 days. Because, yeah, that was the time, wasn't it? It wasn't even that bad here, it was just snow. Some people had it far worse. It's so slow. This thing is so slow, which is why I put the seed in to get the uncle to appear that much sooner. It just takes so damn long to go anywhere with the tractor, especially if you don't avoid going to the more interesting routes, going along the more interesting routes. I.e., like, shortcutting to the tracks and such. The toilet rushed out to buy. That's one way to go about it, I guess. Probably not the healthiest. I did no such thing here. Didn't freak out or anything. Oh no, we're getting snow. Anyway, it's wintertime. What else is new? I mean, to be fair, the last few winters have been rather mild. Yeah, further down south, you guys... I don't know exactly where it covered, but a lot of states down there. The ice, not good. I'm far enough north that we pretty much exclusively got snow. Don't know that we got anything else, certainly. I would much rather take the snow. Yeah. Or you could just be out on the west coast. That also is an option. I don't mind being in this part of the country. I don't mind the winter, but it can be a bit of a pain in the ass at times. Yeah, that sucks for everyone that has to deal with the ice buildup down there. I will say, I guess, spent a lot of time yesterday digging the cars out and such, but funnily enough, I think I kind of alluded to this, but my car was not, both was and was not stuck for very long. Basically, we have a rather tight arrangement of parking here, because the landlord doesn't let us do what he tends to do from time to time. To have a car park in front of where the others are parked. It takes up too much space, but then he does it on his side of the parking area. Thanks, guy. Anyway. So yeah, 3 cars side by side. Mine was the last out just because of the positioning of it all. And middle car got stuck for a while. Front wheel drive, open diff, all season tires. Yeah. Always likely to have issues if it's not perfect. And wasn't perfect. Although something tells me I might have had a little bit more success had I been the one to try pulling it out, but whatever. Not gonna worry about that. The only reason I even say that is because once that car was out of the way and I could actually get to my driver's side door without, like, squeezing in and... I mean, to be fair, the snow was more or less clear at that point. Hold on. Gotta listen for the train. Thought I might have heard it. I was mostly concerned with getting the snow out from under the side of my car. Because, again, the less snow underneath of it, the better. I hopped into my car, and literally all I did, again, my car, nothing special. Front-wheel drive sedan with an open diff and on all-season tires. All I did differently was I put it in second instead of first. Yay, manual transmission. I mean, other car was manual as well, but anyway. Put it in second, and first attempt, car started stuttering, very much bogging down, so I clutch in and, gave it a couple seconds. But just basically burn up the clutch, riding second gear to get itself to actually pull out of the spot that it's in. And it was so bad on the one side, just with the way things are, the passenger side of the car had a wall of snow built up to, at one point, as high as the bottom of the window. You could literally see dents in the snow from you know, different bits of the bodywork or the door handle or such that had, you know, just been there, basically, because of the snowfall. I don't know. I was very glad, though, that my car pulled out as... You're not open yet? And none of the shit has spawned. Damn it! Alright, fine. A little too early in the day, I guess. I just wanted to stop in and look and see what parts I needed. Can you please? No, but seriously. But yeah, there is still a large wall of snow directly next to where my car is parked. But not really as bad as it was in terms of potentially not being able to get out of the spot. Not gonna bother with the wheels at this point. Well, the tractor can make it. Nice. But yeah, other than digging the cars out, it was pretty much a normal day for me, I guess. The one nice thing about living in an apartment, it always feels weird calling this an apartment, just as an aside, because it's a house. But it's like a duplex, right? It's two separate sides of the same house. Two front doors, two back doors, so on and so forth. But regardless, it's a rental. And so, because the landlord lives in the other half, it's his responsibility to clear out the paths and such. Not to say that we never do anything, but our primary responsibility is for getting our cars out. And even then, we move our cars out of the way so that the landlord can get into where we park and clear some of the excess snow out of there as well. But it took long enough effort yesterday. That's why I'm doing this tonight instead of last night. Normally I would stream on a Monday night, not a Tuesday night, but I'm here instead on Tuesday night playing because I just was not feeling up to much of anything last night. Again, kind of glad that I'm not currently staring at a bunch of snow on the ground, although I would have already been in town if I was. Granted, I wouldn't have the tractor. But like the pinned post says, like it says in the bottom, there's a goal for my winter car if you'd rather I play that. But I don't want to. And if you hit the $30 mark, I'll take $19 off the top. Why 19? Because currently the goal is the funny number. So brings it down to 50, which 30 would be, 60% of the way there. You got the rest of the week for that. And of course, that would also be a mortal playthrough, because what fun is it to be able to die and come back? Don't think about that too hard. Are we there yet? Okay, that I think is the road down to where the snow road across, the ice road across the lake would be. But again, this is in winter cart. I don't know if anybody else heard that honk, but I did. cigarettes. Which one is to swear? Yeah, I don't have the watch. N. Don't forget to get your dose of swearing in for the day to take the stress out of your life. Every time that asshole. We're almost to town. By the way, how's the fuel? Half? Get on the road. Oh, finally. I don't know who was talking there, but that was interesting. Where is that dialogue coming from? What the hell is that on? Oh. Why? Oh good, you're open. I didn't order anything in advance. Damn it. What is with this dialogue? Please stop. You know, I'm gonna buy at least one pack of fuses.
Minun pitäisi tuo pubi aukasta ihan kohta, niin jos sulla jotain vielä on, niin nyt olisi hyvä aika ostoa.
Can I close the store? That late, or is it? We'll need one of them. We won't worry about that for now. What are the... I don't remember how many of the fluids you actually want. Buy 2 of them. Oh, how many spark plugs come in a box? Is it just one? Surely it's not just one. Where is this asshole talking from? You sure it's 4? Good. This extra dialogue that I don't know where it's coming from sure is something. I'm not done yet. Yeah, that's not surprising. Take this out before you do that, and then I also want at least that much over here. Yeah, you can have this back. And that one too. Alright, don't close down yet. I need to get fuel and shit. Summer car, so I don't have to do anything here. No having to click and hold to put the gas in this game. Sure glad I don't have to do that one extra little thing. You know, because you have to do that in Winter Car. This extra dialogue, I'd love to know where it's coming from and why it immediately started upon getting to town. That is... oh, not even the one I really want. There. Oh, come on. He's not gonna close up shop before I can pay, surely. Wouldn't want to do that. Where are you? Right here. What the hell is up with this dialogue? I don't ever remember seeing that happen before, so like I legitimately don't know. Right? That one is also closed. Alright, now that everything is topped off, don't forget to put the cap back on. Alright, who remembered that I forgot to do that and didn't say anything? Probably somebody. There? Why are you being such a piece of shit? Alright. I don't remember which of these bags is which, but that's fine. He went next door. But I can still enter the shop. He registered me being in there. That's funny. There we go. Perfect.
Jumalauta! Vittujen Jumalauta! Vittujen kevää!
I really do love how swearing a bunch is one of the ways to get rid of a bunch of stress. Takes a while, but it's dependent on SLS. Of course it is, Max. Why wouldn't it be? It does work IRL, yes. I'm not saying it's not effective. Just great that it's actually a feature in the game. Fortunately, you can't just press and hold. You actually have to tap it. Oh, where is the idiot gonna be on the way back? Am I gonna run into him at all? Hopefully not literally. Closest possible date is the 6th, which is SLS's net. Okay. Of course. Of course. Any talk of how Daytona would be run, if so? Obviously, it is kind of one of the headline events of FNR, if you will, but whether or not people actually want to do multi-class is a different story. Okay, I can stop. The stress meter is zeroed out. Not even done any prep. Well, I found something there. Anyway, I don't know what does or doesn't cause issues in this game on YouTube, so I'm not gonna listen to that. I know, it's so quiet. Look, if I've got to suffer playing this game, then you've got to suffer not having any of the joys of watching me play this game. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, Max. But at the same time, it's hard to prep for something that you don't know exactly how it's going to happen anyway. You can obviously plan for what you expect to have happen, but what is going on with the text and why has it not disappeared? I'm just trying to press all 3 buttons to see how many arms I can get to pop up, but I think it's limited to 1. Oh well. LMP2 is easy, quote unquote. You got something dragging, asshole. Somebody driving by, scraping. We still got everything? Looks like it. More or less all made its way down to the bottom of the footwell. I was looking elsewhere. Boy, we are going to have spent basically the first hour of the stream going to town and back. Welcome to my summer car. I guess he wasn't there because it's already too late in the day. I guess it was just after 4. Don't have the watch, though. Nice, pal. Right? I see a little sliver of white.
Perkele.
There we go. Stress is gonna definitely be something that causes me to keep the character swearing when driving. I don't want to rely on cigarettes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the idiot's dialogue. I don't know how I triggered that, though. Rather annoying. I don't want to rely on cigarettes, and the sauna can be a bit of a hassle to set up, i.e. it takes a while. Oh, what a good song that is. I'm not going to start singing it, but yes. Oh, it's a shame that you can't just play music freely on stream. Otherwise, I totally would load up the song and just play it now. I mean, I could still do that, I just wouldn't be able to play it on stream is all. This guy. Yeah, it would be. There's what's his face. You okay? Just a matter of risk. Max, it's Queen. You're not getting away with playing Queen. I mean, on stream, it just gets the VOD muted. What do you do? On YouTube, though, that's an instant claim. The processing begins, and yeah, no, you're not fighting that. That's my main concern, not because, like, it matters, but because I just don't want those damn claims on any of my videos. I've already got one at the moment because of Pokemon. Fucking assholes. Setting up claims on remixes. That's why you do split audio. Yeah, except I don't have the audio channels for that. I'm already using all 6. Oh, channels, tracks. Track 2 is my full bitrate recording for YouTube. Track 1 is exclusively for stream, and it's a bit lower quality, because that's what Twitch wants you to hear. Yeah, 160 kilobit, isn't it great? 160 kilobit for all of the audio. Could do 320, but then Twitch gets upset. I mean, you can get away with it, but... When was the last time I didn't have any coders? I think I'm gonna end up saving and quitting the game, basically reloading the save so that this stupid dialogue hopefully goes away. I never once got into the car, so I don't know why it triggered. What, just because I put my thumb up when he was behind so that he would stop and leave me alone for a little bit?
Voi saatana! Jumalauta! Voi vittujen perkele! Jumalauta! Vittu! Vittu! Voi vittu saatana! Jumalauta!
Probably turn the light on at some point. Here we go. Cross the tracks once again, no issues. Used to play music? Yeah, used to. Very careful about that nowadays, and he still gets the Twitch VOD muted from time to time. Not as much as he used to, though. Oh boy. The whole copyright, anything, just such a pain. Again, it's because of the way that Pokemon music gets reused. I say reused, like people will sample it, I guess, like make remixes or take bits and pieces of songs and use them in their own songs, and then they'll make claims based on those songs. And so if you played any of the Pokemon games, you have a chance of getting a claim from some random song that just has a tiny piece of one of the Pokemon songs in it. Or, you know, you can have the same thing happen for somebody who took the opening dialogue from Black Ops. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Not even kidding either. I got a claim for that. That ID system is a fucking joke. But outside of the one pending claim, the last Pokemon stream I did, there's no... Was it the last? Did I play something else? Pokemon? Either way. Doesn't matter. Outside of that one claim, I don't have anything else sitting there, so that's good. The only claim, and it's currently being disputed because, well, they don't have any more right to the music than I do. They're not Game Freak. They're not the Pokemon Company. Not Nintendo. Nope. Might as well check. Come on. There we go. The main menu theme gets detected. That's nice. Yeah, personally, I don't know that I would call it the worst, but it's certainly not my favorite Legends DI. I still prefer the original Legends game to that one. In fact, have I even played it at all this year? I'm not sure I have. I might have once, but that's it. Taking a bit of a break. Oh, you can stay in there. Anything else in here? Have a dome light? Sure does. Oh, I think that was it. Just put that back there. Okay. This is the one inside. Well, I tried. Oh, come on. I know the bot said it's time for a break, but do this first. And of course, it mixed up the items. I did consider adding a mod that makes the bags a lot nicer to deal with, And I'll hit the light switch in just a second if I can even pick up any of these items. Threw that by accident. Something just crashed out in the garage. That's good. Just my summer car. Don't worry about it. I'll put these up top just to make it clear that these are the newer ones. And those are still good, as they should be. Not even that dark yet. Right, close the door. You never know when a bee's gonna come flying through it. Well, these are still good. Could be. Where is the clock? Is it in the kitchen? Yes. Almost midnight. Cool. Get off the toilet. Take a leak real quick, and then go to break. Ah, this game. Alright. Press all the buttons, and nothing changed. Cool. Anyway, like I said, I'm just going to take a short break, or like the bot said, I'm just going to take a short break to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a few minutes. Really need to stretch after yesterday. But, yeah. When I get back, we'll continue with some more My Summer Car. But while I am away, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads. It prevents pre-rolls for next hour, ensures that the gameplay itself is completely ad-free, at the small cost of some ads now while nothing of importance is happening. Literally, if you don't want to watch the ads, just like pause the stream or something. You're not going to miss anything though. When my account posts a haha cat or a lurk in chat, I forget which it is, the ad should be over at that point and you don't have to worry about it anymore. But anyway, the only time that I run ads, because ad-free gameplay. You know, the part that you actually want to watch is ad-free. That's what I prioritize. By running ads, it disables pre-rolls, as I said. Anyway, yeah, more My Summer Car when I get back. So, here be. Alrighty, I am back, and let's just get straight back into it. Not waste any time. All the mods initialize. Probably gonna be like 2 in the morning or something. More crashing coming from out in the garage. Did I get in just before 12? Yes. Alright, well. Might as well just, might as well just sleep. Don't get an alarm clock in this game. Fuzzy dice. Oh boy. Plug that back in. What time is it? Not too late. 8 a.m. is fine. Get that dirtiness meter down. Does the middle finger help at all with the stress? I don't know. Doesn't hurt it, certainly.
Kyllä yks kyrväsyylä. Haista paska.
Jumalauta!
Haista
Vittujen kerkele!
Kyllä yks kyrväsyylä.
Alright, now we get to work on the car, I guess. Because Uncle isn't gonna be over there quite yet. I don't see him. I don't think he's supposed to appear for like 2 hours or something. Something annoying. Yeah, get the chassis rolling. That makes sense. That's all over here. At some point I will remember that. Like which one is which. There we go. Let's see. You don't keep the thing when you reload the game. Can you please pick this up? Hello? Because I was in wrench mode. You see I'm cheating. How so, Max? What am I cheating on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I legitimately wouldn't even know what I'm cheating on. I mean, I am using some mods that some people might view as cheating, but... I mean, some of these are just convenient. Yeah, one that I don't have set up, but I do have resettable fuses installed. Don't have any, obviously, because they cost money. Those are from... Yeah, I just sent that to the wrong side, didn't I? Anyway. These don't matter. Coil springs. I didn't pick up the rally springs, but that's fine. Go back up there. The Fleetaries at some point. I would normally say left front and right front, not front left, front right, so that's part of what's throwing me off. Didn't actually check, but they're disc brakes. They're usable on either side. Also, if at any point you hear noises through the microphone that aren't normal, it might be because the tree or bush or whatever it is outside has decided in the last day or so to start banging against the house when the wind blows. It's big. So yeah, that's wonderful. I say that because the microphone is essentially mounted to the wall, and I just heard the thing banging against the house a bit, so. A wonderful thing of living here. Good. Good. Get back over there. All of this. Okay, this goes on next. Slightly too small. Probably that one? Yeah, I've got that guide inside, but I'm not relying on it in the slightest, obviously. Let's go in next. Can go in. Good. You want to go in first or second? Team second. What are you going to be? Slightly too small. Yep, just climb up on the car. Oh, still slightly too small. Okay, let's try this again, this time without it freaking out, hopefully. There we go. Slightly too big. Of course, the smart thing would be to do this equally on each side, so that I don't have to figure out the wrenches again. The same thing, just on the other side. That would be too easy. You gotta do everything one at a time and then just repeatedly do the same thing as a result. Slightly too big. Yep, there's the thing banging into the house again. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust that. Not looking forward to that. Yeah, this side over here. You maybe go on after the rotor? Come on. Yeah, that's definitely too small. Of course, should you put the half shafts in before the engine? Probably not. Can you, though? Absolutely. Yeah, just step on the car. That'll do absolutely no harm to it whatsoever. Sorry if this is spam. It was spam. Classic My Summer Car experience. Trying to put the car together. Stop your wobbling. Oi. You were supposed to go under the frame. Oh. There. I've my summer card enough to know better than to just leave it on the suspension like that. There we go. I thought it was 2 sizes up. Oh, isn't this so much fun? Oh, I forgot those. Yeah, I forgot those. Still slightly too big? I would love to have the ratchet set, but I wouldn't have it now even if I had remembered to take the envelope with me that I didn't actually generate. I was just trying to get back before it got completely dark, so I didn't grab any of the wheels, but let's see. Phone, steering rack, spindles, trail arms, I haven't done that yet. Coil springs, steering rods. Struts, the chassis, struts, the steering rods. That's all rear suspension. The front should be good. Slightly too small. Oh, let me, I'm starting to remember the buttons. This is evident by the fact I didn't just do this. I figured it would probably be a -2 instead of a minus... No, +1. +2? Aim. Do I gotta put the spring in there first? Yeah, that's fine. Guess so. Way too big. But it is right for that. Let me go tempt physics and do this. Yeah, bolt that first. Oh, mouse wheel was still spinning there, I think. At some point I had it registered, but now I don't know where that point was. Alright, that works. Come on. Where are you? Slightly too big? Small one. A really small one, jeez. Think it's just the two? And then I remember for the drums, there are 14. Yeah, it's just an empty drum. Don't worry about what's supposed to be behind it. You don't have to. Wonderfully enough. God, could you imagine actually having put together drum breaks in full? Ugh. Alright, I've got to do this. Oh, come on. I had the damn check mark. Okay, with the same front to back. That while I'm here. Oh, well. Probably the wrong size. But actually a 10? Probably. Oh, it's an 11. Who the fuck uses an 11mm bolt? What the hell? Okay, 12mm makes more sense. Alright, in theory, that's the suspension. I just haven't installed the steering column is all. I'm on top of the car. Is there any sort of bolt here like there realistically should be? No, just down at the bottom. Yeah, you can't tell me there's not a second bolt. I don't believe you. Because there is. Alright, what does it recommend next? Once you're done with the suspension. The The master cylinder. Brake master cylinder, clutch cylinder, steering column I've already taken care of. Oh, they're all 8mm. As is the handbrake. Very nice. What has 6 bolts? Struts. Yes. Probably another spam call.
Sirkka-mummo täällä vaan. Minä semmoista soitaa, että olisiko sulla tuo kallaa? Onko sulla ollut katiskaa veessä?
Yeah,
Jos sulla olisi kallaa tuo, niin voisikohan mulle tuo vähän kallaa tänne kun...
we'll see. We'll see. There's the clutch. There it goes. Fuel pump. Where is the brake master cylinder? On the ground. That's where. Right? No? That's just the fuel strainer. Radiator's just shoved into a corner. Am I being blind or what? Hiding. Please back off. Not that, no. Nice. Handbrake. That was the other thing that uses an 8mm. There it is. I think a delivery van just dropped something off for one of the neighbors. Hey game, that's more or less where it goes. You want to let me actually install it? Game. What the hell, game? Hey, all systems. Yeah, doing well enough, I guess. Feeling it after yesterday, you know, but not terrible otherwise. Oh dear. Well, that's not ideal. Of course, if I could put the damn handbrake on, game. What the hell is this? I just click and it works. There wasn't a check mark there, right? I wasn't crazy. There was no check mark. You look for the check mark to install a part. Well, that's one way to get it off the jack stand. Or the jack. It's not even a jack stand. No. Wrong thing. Yeah, H is to punch. And J is for your hands. Yeah, the alignment's definitely a bit off. Stop. At some point I disabled the UI, didn't even realize it, and character's thirsty. That could have been bad. Okay. Yeah, just these clouds rolling in. I mean, it might be nothing, or it might be a storm on the way, and if it is a storm, I do not want to be outside. Particularly. I pressed J, but fat-fingered H. Yeah, you ever just push your car on the, ever just push your car into your garage while the wheels aren't on it? Don't do that, even if you somehow can. Not good for anything. Oh, it's the battery charger. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what's that buzzing? Because I hear the buzzing and I think of this thing instead. Don't be that, please. That would not be good. Yoink. 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 I think I probably got too little of some of this, so... Oops. I can always get more. Also, that call from Grandma earlier. Yeah, that's great that you want fish. I don't think the fishing trap is here, though. Out at the island. This one, and, plug that. There we go. We can continue working on stuff here. Did it actually say... Wait, no, the pedals are just pre-installed. Okay. And those are 9mm. So, one up. Let me just double check, make sure. I don't think I missed anything, but just run through the list real quick. Yeah, it looks good. Brake lining, clutch lining, both 7mm. Of course, I gotta find all that stuff. That is just that in the gear linkage.
Yeah, no, there's more to install. Just where is it? There it is. Love when you get the check mark, but just continue to move and basically ensure that you don't have it. So you can find it again. Game. There we go. Can you stop glitching out? There. Can I rebind that? There we go. A bit better. Because I go for H every single time and I end up punching instead. I just get to spend a bunch of time tightening all these down. Oh, the shower passed. Gotta make sure to get every single one of these, because of course, at some point in the past you might not need to do all of this, but it's not the past anymore, is it? Somehow it's 2026, and in 2026 there's a lot of shit that you actually need to deal with. Not as much as in my summer or my winter car, fortunately. But still an amount of stuff. Yeah, I'm still not convinced that that's not great, basically. I don't know which one's weather. I mean that... There's the radar. Yeah, okay. Seems like it's moving away at least. There's nothing else following it. So it should be safe to leave the thing plugged in and whatnot. I mean, it's sitting right in the middle there, which tells me this battery may just be dead. Which, if so, is not surprising. Bolt radiator to chassis, eh? The radiator was down here. Of course, won't be keeping this indefinitely unless I don't survive that long, of course. Should be like right around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hard to tell sometimes. Radiator chassis, hoist chassis. Nah. I already did the brake lining nuts. Tighten handbrake nut on rear brake lining. That I haven't done, but that's a 5 mil. Is that all the way up here or back here somewhere? Back here. Also, I just want to look, because it has been a little while. There's a table. A chair. I don't think anybody's in the other chair, though. Take this back to the house. Not that I'm ever gonna drink it. I guess technically it might be faster to go through the house, but the doors make that questionable. Oh, well, I left the door open. Fuel tank and fuel line. 11 and a 12. Fuel tank is over here. I wonder how much I'm actually going to be able to get done on this car today. I was considering ending early, but I can still go. Yeah, that's the 12 mil. Oh, the movement sometimes, especially when your computer decides to lag. That's a weird spot to be able to put that in, but okay. Where's the wrench? Okay. Odd. Fuel tank pipe. There's no A in that. No way. Bolt on wheels! Yeah, I can't do that. Again? Oh, that's a thunderstorm. Yep, nope. Keep that closed, and if the light goes out, the light goes out. $60 notches. Ugh. Typo. How do you get the H there? Like, if it was DAHS, I could see it, but DHAS? Impressive. What time is it? 4 o'clock, of course. So too late to really go anywhere. Probably not a good idea in the thunderstorm. I am somewhat stuck here. I guess I could start working on the interior because, like, what more do I need to do on this part, right? Bolt on the wheels, perform an alignment. I could start working on the interior of the car, I guess. There's the wrench. Yeah, I remembered there being one back there. How many were there? 2. You only have the clock by default. Well, that's fine, honestly. This thing. This is fine because I can just get the aftermarket tack and use that instead. 7. Dashboard meters to dashboard. Do I bother with the radio? Oh. Where are the screws? This I don't remember. Oh. Back there, hidden behind the glove box. I knew that closing it might be a mistake. Fair enough. Slot radio into dashboard. Bolt gear stick to chassis. 3 mil? Sure about that? I mean, if I want the credits to roll, I need to put that in there regardless. But that's a ways down the road. And that assumes a lot as well. Like, you know, actually making it that far. What was the next item? Gear stick. Raining again, huh? Well, the power is yet to go out, at least. That was your moment. It was your moment, game. That was when you were supposed to do the funny, because I literally just said it. A wasted opportunity. I don't know when you're supposed to hook up the gear linkage, but I just did it anyway. Probably after the engine. Yeah. What size do I have out? A 6? Yeah, so that should be a 6, not a 3. Attach tail lights, wire up electronics, attach rear panel. Okay. These are sided. The suffering goes. I mean, it could be worse. Could be winter car. Not suffering enough. Hey, you guys could make me suffer more in the future. Not tonight. You know. You could make me play winter car instead of summer car. Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so that one goes to the regulator, which goes to the coil. It also goes to the battery, which goes to the starter, and it goes to whatever that is. Like 2 years. Yeah, in 2 years, though, Max. That's the problem. That's great. But I need the money now, not 2 years from now. Okay. Not wanting to connect anywhere. There's the radio harness, I guess, that I could work on instead. No. No. I don't know. That's not helping. And it's raining again. I don't know what I'm doing. Partially because I'm not sure what I'm actually connecting to half the time. Not the regulator. What am I actually connecting into here? No, can I not connect to the rear lights right now? I can't get to the third light without the boot installed, I guess. By boot, I mean trunk. Oh look, it says boot led, so... Do you even have a third light in this? Want you to know what you're doing. We wouldn't be in an outpost room. Rude? I think. What? Oh, you know what that other outlet is for? It's probably for the subwoofer. As the bot said, it's time for a break. Oh, this game. Anyway, yeah, no, it is time for another break though, legitimately. I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from the computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads, prevents pre-rolls for the next hour, ensures that the gameplay itself is completely ad-free at the small cost of some ads now, while nothing of importance is happening. So you can get up or roll off and take care of whatever you need, or, you know, not. Do whatever you want. I'm not your boss. I could see the third wire hooked up there in that little harness. I'm assuming that it's for the speakers, but I'm looking at the title screen of the game. The Satsuma's just spinning around. That wire disappears to somewhere there. Is that the fuel pump hookup? That I would not be surprised by. Anyway, when I get back, we'll continue working on the Satsuma and probably make a trip up to Fleetari. I'd like to make another trip into town, honestly, but we'll see about that. Anyway, Gary. Alrighty, I am back once again, and let's just get back into it, though it's kind of interesting. I don't even entirely know why, but my computer fans are idling quite high. I mean, I'm encoding a stream while rendering the main menu of Summer Car, obviously. But still, not like it's doing anything super intensive. But again, the two different encodes going on is one thing. Hey, look, there's stuff up there. Alright, it should now be like 8 o'clock, I think? Yep. Hopefully the rain is actually done now. Just get this filled up real quick. That off. Should I say the thing? There are two types of people in this world. Remember when you used to be able to make it go at a constant stream until the very end? Much anymore, eh? Fatigue is up there, but I mean, again, it's kinda late. How's the sky looking? Yeah, the sun's still that high up. Was there a storm? Did saving and quitting out clear it somehow? The car is, over here now. Yeah, physics happened, because of course they did. Can't be that big. Slightly too big. Not even that big. Okay. Still? $6 mil is a pretty small size. The sauna is on, I'm aware of that fact. Taking care of some things while it heats up. Yep. Yep. Fuel pump needs power. Not a surprise. But I spotted that in the main menu. Now you're gonna be a nuisance? Alright, well, can you at least go forward then? Head forward? Yep, done. Dent the bumper. That's wonderful. car. Nope, you are going the wrong way. Cool. Anyway, let's get back to the sauna before the house burns down. Not really hot enough, is it? Yeah, I remember roughly how this works. I think the uncle should be out at this point, maybe? Could be soon that it's hot enough. It's trying. Is there no light in here? I mean, there's a thing there. That turns. Okay. Okay, it should definitely be warm enough at this point. Come on. Come on. I should have been able to get it back there, but whatever. How hot is too hot for them?
Jumalauta! Vittujen kevättu!
Come on, game.
Jumalauta! Vittujen kevät! Vittujen vittujen kevät!
Ei jaksa katsoa sun
Vittujen kevät!
Just expedite the process, you know?
Voi saatana!
Mene säkin kotiin.
Voi saatana!
They're gonna tell me that's already cooled off. Bullshit. Bullshit. Fucking game. Whatever.
Voi vittujen kevät!
Mene säkin kotiin.
Voi
Painu
saatana!
vittuun, saatana.
Also, plug this in briefly while I run outside of the house so I won't actually hear it.
Vittujen vittu! Perkele!
No, ei jaksa
Voi
katsoa.
vittujen
Ei jaksa
kevät!
katsoa sun. Sä oot kyllä yks kyrvän syy. Mene vittuun. Painu vittuun, saatana paska. Mene vittuun. No, ei jaksa katsoa sun. Mene
Vittujen kevät!
Painu
Vittujen kevät!
vittuun. No, ei jaksa katsoa sun.
Voi
Painu vittuun.
saatana!
Haista paska.
Mitä helvettiä?
Haista
Vittujen
paska.
kevät!
Vitun mulkku.
Nothing as of yet.
Vitun mulkku.
Voi
Painu
saatana!
vittuun. Painu
Saatana,
vittuun,
ei
saat. Haista
saatana.
vittuun. Vitu muuttuu.
Vittujen kevää.
Haista paskaa. Haista
Vittujen kevää.
vittuun. Ei jaksa katsoa sun naamaas.
No, not yet. Maybe tomorrow.
Haista vittu. Painu helvetti.
Saatana.
Vitu
Voi
muuttuu.
vittujen kevää.
Painu helvetti.
Voi saa, perkele. Voi vittujen kevää.
No ei jaksa kattoo.
Vittujen
Ei jaksa
kevää.
kattoo sun naamaas. Haista paskaa.
Jumalauta.
Kyllä yksi hirveä
Vittujen
syy.
kevää.
Vitu muuttuu.
Helvettiä.
There we go. Yeah. Fine. Anything more that I should do? Other than, you know, get the car out of the pit? Yeah, that's fine. I wonder if that has anything to do with it being weird. Oh, fender's dented. Yeah, I don't want to cooperate on that. I'm trying to push you sideways, or get out of the pit. Slowly but surely. Come on, game. Work with me a little, would you? But he just might have hit what sounded like a bit of plastic in the road. Gonna be spam this time of night, surely.
Morjens! Se on tohon vaikka isäntä kun soittaa. Kun semmosia on mun asiasta tuo lääkäri kahtoi, että kun mulla oli
Yeah, I don't know about that. Come on. This damn thing. There we go. Finally. No, you can just go over there. Well, the chassis is definitely a bit dented up now. I blame the game's bullshit for that. Anyway. It should be fairly late at this point. Yeah, just about 11 o'clock. So, might as well go to sleep.
Ai, 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 ai.
First and foremost, plug you back in. Now, you know what? Since sturdiness meter is going to go up from doing this anyway, might as well just take a shower. Automatically goes down. How nice. Alright. Bastard there or not? Doesn't look like it. Did he not show up till Thursday? Yeah, Dan's not here. Bastard. Wanna borrow the van, you jerk? I mean, there is the bike, technically. However, that thing's a death trap. And I don't want to go anywhere near it. Alright, tractor it is, I guess. You stalled from that, really. Can you please? Didn't really want to do this, but doesn't leave me much choice. Nothing else but the advertisement. Alright. Off we go. I didn't bring anything to drink, but there's a few wells along the way, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going all the way to town, so it won't take as long. I want to stop by the mansion and get the tires, but also visit
Litaris and see what parts are needed. Need the flatbed job to happen sooner than not, and as much as I'd like the poo truck to be available now, that's not going to happen for like another in-game week. So money making is not great at the moment. Of course, there is the farm job to do. You might notice right down there, the forks look a little different on the tractor. I installed a mod that adds the ability to lift the hay bales from above instead of like scooping them up to put them in the trailer, which might make it better. I don't know. We'll see if I ever get around to it before this character dies. Might have been worth it to bring the trailer just so that I have something to throw stuff in, but whatever. There's room in the cab of the tractor. Whoops. No train as of yet. I'm not familiar enough with what the train sounds like, because I swear I keep hearing it, but I don't. I also want to head over to the dirt track. Oh, I just realized I'm up over 130 FPS right now. I need to head over to the dirt track and get the GT parts at some point. Because I want to install them rather than the standard ones. Here's what? The valve cover, the center console is a badge. The wheel. Is there anything else? Don't remember. It'd be nice if this had a 4-speed instead of a 3-speed. Let's go that little bit faster, maybe. Bouncy, bouncy. Oh well. The tractor is a temporary measure until Uncle gets his license revoked. To be fair, I've done everything I can to get him out as soon as possible, but either I missed him or he hasn't shown up yet. I think he just kind of shows up whenever, though, or is that only the second time? I don't know. There's the firewood guy. The house there. Fortunately, don't have to take it that far. Whenever I play this next, I'll probably end up prepping the trailer full of wood. Because, you know, just have that ready to go. Easy 3,000 marker. Like it's nothing. Say like it's nothing. It's not nothing.
an absolute pain in the ass and a half in this game. Still no train. I feel like that mirror is doing nothing at this moment in time. Could be doing something, but it's not. Can't see shit out of it. Maybe that's the point. Oh well. I really can't wait to not have to rely on the tractor. I just realized I need to clear out my recording drive. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, 1 speed, got it. Hey Kiosk, you brought the rain with you. Yeah, it sure is, isn't it? Also, it was just raining yesterday. Does it have to be raining again today? Feel better in snow. Again, you guys could make me play my winter car instead of my summer car. Even an offer for a discount on it. End comment. I'll say nothing more on the matter at the moment. Okay. Yeah, those clouds are wonderful.
Terve, terve. Mikä oli pojalla mielessä?
Wonderful out there. Oh, goes the jank? Oh, I've already beat up the car a lot. Oh, so are you telling me that all of this shit needs replacing? Or did he change it so that only, or everything is available even if it doesn't need to be replaced? Because if all of this needs to be replaced, oh boy. Car's not getting built anytime soon. All this stuff. Can't have any of it done, of course, because the car's not here. I could steal that. Not really. I don't think I can steal it right now. Also, doesn't he have a toolkit over here? Sure does. Lovely weather. I'm considered to be inside right now. Only the 10 was missing. It would be appropriate. Oh, okay, so the wheel and valve cover are over here. Looks like that. Inside the building. Supposedly. Okay, that was something. There it is. It already... Buster. Also, these things. Not normally things that are available in game. But, hey, modded. Remember? I don't even know how all this shit's gonna fit in. It might not, honestly. Yeah, okay, that just seems like it's asking for trouble. Get struck by lightning if you're outside during a thunderstorm? Yeah, kiosk. It's quite different in some ways. Like the car is obviously different, but the car also has duplicate parts for it, and you have to get them. It's improved in a number of ways, certainly. Also, if somebody was bold enough to tip $50 tonight, you could actually make it happen all by yourself. For me, at least. Playing Intercar. I'm not saying do that, I'm just saying, like, technically. $30 goal is to unlock the $50 price. Otherwise, it's $69. Because games. Yeah, the game is improved, but it's also got the temperature mechanic now. You start off with a problem, which you can cheese away. Hopefully that doesn't get removed, but is that the car that you have to build has a lot more parts. It has multiple of each part. And there's a few other things. But there's also, I think there's like 1 or 2 more poo jobs. There's a bunch more wood jobs because obviously it's wintertime. Don't worry about it, Kiosk. So, normally when you come in here, just a side note, you have to be wary of a wasp nest that's somewhere up here. If you notice, there actually is no nest, and I'm in a weird state right now where I can't much of... I'm stuck crouched. Yeah, there would be bees, however you might notice they're not here. Should be somewhere up over here, I think. No bees. No bees. Where is it? No bees. No, they're alive elsewhere, just not here. Yes, it is new as of tonight. Christ, I just cannot go fast in here. God damn it, game. Where's the 4th wheel? It might have gone into the ground, in which case it's at the junkyard, but it's also on a hill, so who knows. Found it. You'll be able to reduce your thirst, but just by doing this. As long as you're quick about that sort of thing, there won't be any repercussions. Or there shouldn't be, I should say. Okay, first thing, you get over there. Second thing, I was inside of the cabin there for a second. Hey Kios, don't forget, it's the 90s. Things were different back then. Not that we drank rust water regularly. What could go wrong? Well, I can at least roll the car around properly now. Also, interesting that the hunger is still low. I guess the sausages just took so much hunger that it went into the negative enough that it hasn't come back up into the positive. That is a thing, of course. Which?
No, ei jaksa katsoa sinne. Haista
Speaking of, you know, the needs and their bars being positive or negative.
Painu helvetti. No, ei jaksa katsoa sinne. Painu vittuun. Haista vittuun.
Again, I don't know if hitting both of them does more, but why not?
Haista paska. Vittujen kevää. Haista vittuun. Perkele. Perkele. No, ei jaksa katsoa sinne. Haista vittuun. Säkin
Not Satana indeed.
Vittujen kevää. Painu helvetti. No kyllä yks kyrvän siinä. Vitun torni. Haista vittuun. Vitun muu. Painu vittuun. Vitun torni. Vitun muu.
Green.
Haista vittuun.
At least I don't have to worry about it now.
Vitun muu. No, ei jaksa katsoa. Vitun muu.
I don't think it does, Kios.
Vitun muu. Vittujen kevää. Perkele. Vitun muu. Painu helvetti.
Yeah, I don't think doing this actually affects your ability to drive.
Vittujen kevää. Vittujen kevää. Jumalauta. Vittujen kevää. Jumalauta. No, ei jaksa katsoa sinne.
It does sound like something that the game would have, though. Yeah.
Kyllä yks kylvän syy. Sitäkin kohti.
Oh, sure, now it's nice and bright and sunny.
Kylvän syy. No, ei jaksa katsoa.
Weather's been real rude at the start of the save. Like, seriously. Monday? Sunny. Tuesday? Rain. Wednesday? Rain. Thursday? Probably rain. We haven't gotten there yet. Can you tell that my stress bar is down to 0? Or into the negative even? Also, hunger is back into the positive. Funky clouds. Of course, I remember the one trick you could do is to use the save editor to set your needs extremely low. I don't know if that still works or if the game realizes and resets them to a reasonable point, but you could effectively disable certain, or maybe even all of the different needs by doing that. Dirtiness was the main one that I would want to do. Don't have to listen to the mosquito right now, though, fortunately. Random thought, does this have a horn? Didn't think so. Oh, I guess one more thing that's very much worth mentioning about my winter car. Well, two more things. One, because it's winter time, there's an ice road that allows you to shortcut across the lake. Like, it's a massive time saver. But also, there is a PSK at the construction site just outside of Lope. And Timo's shop is now just purely a pub as a result. PSK being a 24/7 station, gas station slash convenience store slash restaurant slash post office. Betting the ice can crack though? Not yet. Not yet. Eventually, probably. There is a speed limiter though, at least on parts of it. Can't go too fast unless you're actually on the road, and when you are on the road, I'm not sure if there's an enforced limit either. Like, the game will literally not let you go too fast. Oh, you know, there is one major difference as well that's, like, obvious from the very beginning of the game that I just completely forgot about. You live in the apartments now in town, but the parents are still gone. So you have to manage the house. By the way, the pipes can freeze. And, of course, it's expensive to run the heaters. But the pipes can freeze. I don't know if they can burst, but they can freeze. You know what that's like. We still got all the tires? Have they more or less settled? Four tires there. Well, if nothing else, I can at least get the rolling chassis done on the first day. Yeah. But death is still a possibility, Kiosk. Because, you know. Including because you hit things. You have collision, but you don't. Because game logic. Yeah, well, Kiosk. You know, last year... Can I just do this? Last year I did that subathon back in September, right? This was one of the goals for it. Can do that. Now I struggle to close the door. Don't pull around yet. Hey, you fat bastard. Boy, this would have been nice to have earlier. There's no sense in grabbing the key now. Not right there at the moment. I don't like the van, of course. But it's a tad bit faster than the tractor. And it has the cargo space without needing an extra part. I.e. the trailer. The lean controls are backwards. You're facing backwards. Go figure. Alright. Wheels. What are the wheels? 13s. That's a little too far over this, or the other way. But maybe putting the other tires on will fix that. Alright. And there we go. A rolling chassis. Bit banged up, but game wants to do jank shit. Game's gonna do jank shit. Oh boy, that really is pushed in, isn't it? I mean, I could just delete the collision mesh file. I wouldn't be too upset about it, personally. Can you actually grab the things that I click on, game? Again? Much rain. Many thunderstorms. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some more stuff. But that's fine. Matches the other one, turns out. Even if it is rotated around the wrong way. Alright. Well, no. Let me do this first. Ah, boy. So, rolling chassis on the first day. Didn't die. And also didn't drink any beer. Even though I did carry with me to town and back. Didn't drink any. Also. Don't answer the phone while there's a thunderstorm. I think somewhere there should be a clip of me answering the phone during a thunderstorm and not dying, despite the flash happening and everything. Game just took pity on me that day. Oh well. As the bot said, it's time for a break, and unfortunately at this point that means the end of the stream. Not really anything more to do. I say that, there's plenty more to do, obviously, but like, it's 11 o'clock when I wrap up the stream. So, disable that, disable game audio, and end scene. Let me just disconnect my controller first. Yeah, I had my controller hooked up the entire time for those 2 segments of driving. To be fair, it took up like an hour and a half of the stream. It took up like half of the damn runtime of the stream. Factor is slow. But hey, next time in theory the van will be available briefly. So I can make a run to the town. I'm not going to have anything to pick up necessarily, but I can nab the good rims if I can find them. Make a run to town, grab more stuff, drop off the envelope, whatever you want to call it, with the ratchet set, AFR gauge, and maybe something else. Anything else beyond that? I don't know. I'll probably, if I remember to check this time, buy the bad piston. I need to look into that, though. Are all the parts just there if they're not perfect condition, or do they only show up if they're all shit condition? Because I'm pretty sure some of the pistons are not good, but they're not bad. Like, they're not terrible. Also, I didn't check the tread depth. Oh well. I'm not keeping those tires on for the inspection anyway. But yeah, I want to know, why were there so many parts in the shop? Surely I don't have to replace all of them, right? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, next stream should be tomorrow night. More Pokemon Moon. I know it says Sun/Moon, but I'm playing through Moon specifically. There is technically separate categories, but who the hell uses them? People do use them, but use the combined one. It at least used to be the case that you could use the latest game that was released and still be fine, so I could set it to Legends EA. I don't know if you can still get away with that, but yeah, I'm not playing Legends EA, so I won't set it to that. But yeah, Pokemon Moon Part 2. The end of last stream, we were basically ready to leave Melee Island and head over to Akala Island. I think those are the right names. It's of course all part of the Catch Across the Gens challenge. I love me some Gen 7, but the cutscenes do drag on at times, and this challenge. Why did I agree to do this? Why did I set this up as a potential objective for me to do? The Gen 1er's dream. Kind of. I'm playing other games on the Gen 1 games, but it's pretty much exclusively Gen 1 Pokemon outside the starter. Well, that's the funny thing, Kiosk. The games in Alola, Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, are actually probably the most different games outside of the Legends titles. Because they don't have gyms in Alola. They have trials. Yeah, like literally the most different games. Completely drop the original formula. I mean, it's still there to some degree, but you have to do trials instead of gyms. There is one gym in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but it's a tourist trap. Not even kidding either. It really is just a tourist trap. Funnily enough. But yeah. Now they're the worst example of like being repetitive. But yes, for the most part, most of the games are fairly repetitive. Though I'd argue that Scarlet and Violet are different enough. Yes, there's the gym leader, the gym challenge, right? But the way they go about the story is very different. Because that's only just one part of it. Yeah, I mean, like, as far as the different beats of the story and the different regions and such, most of the games are similar, yes. But like I said, Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, all four Alolan games, just what's a gym leader challenge? It's again, Chaos, they still have the gym challenge, right? You still earn 8 badges to compete against the Elite Four in Champion. Although it is a little different because like you earn the rank of champion, but you're just recognized as having earned the rank of champion in the gym challenge. It's a little different compared to normal, but that's only one part of the story. There's the Titans, there's Starfall Street, and then once you've completed those 3 storylines, there's also Area Zero. It's quite a differently structured game because again, normally you progress through the game completing the gym challenge on your way to becoming champion. Scarlet and Violet, that's just one part of the story. Like legitimately, you reach champion rank or however you want to phrase it potentially long before you actually see the credits. Becoming champion or defeating the champion does not roll the credits. Scarlet and Violet. Like I'm not gonna argue with you on that, Chaos, but it is the Area Zero portion of the game is its own storyline, which is kind of coming off of the other three to some degree. And small segue, I will be playing it eventually as part of this challenge. Violet, that is. Yeah, no, the naming of the Violet Paradox Pokemon, it's not metal, it's iron, but close enough. They did so well for Scarlet, and then everything in Violet's just iron blank. I mean, they're all imaginary Pokemon at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on for many, many minutes like I usually do. So, point is, Pokemon Moon tomorrow night, Akala Island. Hopefully, get a fair ways along, and if I get far enough along, my already cracked Mimikyu will become even more busted. Look forward to that. Because I am. Again, there are 4 games set in Alola. There are only 3 starter Pokemon. I wanted to use Mimikyu from the start for once. So, screw it. Bonus 4th Pokemon as a starter. This one's a bit cracked, but don't worry about it. Look, I like Mimikyu a lot, alright? Like, do I like Pikachu or Mimikyu more? Mimikyu, obviously. By a lot. Anyway. Yeah, no. Tomorrow night. Regular time. Otherwise... Yeah, no, that's it for the night. If you want to stick around to watch some ads, feel free. If you got Twitch Turbo or you're subscribed, you won't see ads. Side note, I miss having Turbo. I had it for a month because of that promo they were doing. But it expired like a week ago. I really enjoyed having Turbo. I had it back when it was still like $6 a month. Like over 10 years ago. It was so nice. But now it's like $11 or $12 a month. Christ. Anyway, if you're willing to pay that much, watch that many streams or whatever, fair enough. I'm not one of those people. But you won't see ads if you do. And yeah, I don't know. If you don't want to watch any ads and you're not a sub, you don't have Twitch Turbo, then just leave. It's the end of the stream. You're not going to miss anything. Anyway, yeah. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Understandable, Digital Zeros. Understandable. Anyway. Later. There's the haha cat.